The biggest conversations from the 233. You are on air with Bliss Kingg.
KiDi Bola says we have seized the town, so we have taken charge of the city.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. You heard it. Anyways, you heard him already. Please welcome VGMA Artist of the Year, 3 Music Artist of the Year, one of the most decorated, one of the most hardworking gentlemen in the country right now. So many endorsements to clearly this sugar daddy image is really working. Please welcome my guy, one of the guys I revere so much because of his hard work and his work ethic. Please welcome to the show, KiDi.
Thank you.
Respect greatness, my friends. Respect greatness.
Thank you for having me, man.
You look fly tonight.
Small.
I saw you on the red carpet at the VGMAs, and the presenter asked you whether you're hopeful to win tonight. You're like,
Charlie.
You chalk once beaten twice.
Yeah, Charlie. It's this time, Jay. I don't want to go inside plus any expectations,
Interesting stuff. Congratulations on all of your awards, and also KFC.
Yeah.
I just saw that KFC.
Yeah. Somebody is saying that after this KFC thing there, if I still have 6 packs, then
that is hard.
The pot belly is coming.
I was actually waiting to see if you would bring us chicken,
Oh, you see, that's why I told them. Right now expectations are high. Anyway, I go and I have chicken in the back of my car. Just go.
Wow. Interesting stuff. But that's a good deal, right?
Yeah. It's, food is, I love food. And it's crazy because I actually love KFC. So when my team told me, we're about to work, and I was like, this
You're
is
about to sign for KFC.
I was like, I legit, my friends were saying, it's crazy
you
because
actually
love
KFC. Yeah. That's a good deal to do, right? You love something.
It's an easy, sell. Because
that's an easy sell. Really easy sell.
Yep.
Anyways, Bola just sent me a message. He said, mind you, he's an academician. You went to Accra Academy?
Oh, yeah. Boys, so I'm going to the school on Thursday. Me and my year group are trying to do a little something for the.
We'll do a little something. I mean, all of you have made it now. So
Charlie, right now,
we thank God.
Even Sunday, we went out.
Oh yeah.
We went Sunday night. We entered streets. To drink a few things.
Have a good vibe. Vibe.
Every time you meet your high school friends, always fun. High school is actually one of the most interesting phases of everybody's life. Everybody has stories for days when it comes to high school.
I guess you do.
I do.
How was KiDi in high school? How would you categorize KiDi in high school?
I was that guy.
Good guy, good bad guy, bad guy.
Very good bad guy. In class, I excel. But when they are doing the breaking bounces, you will see me there for you. Exactly. So we used to go to school, the girls' schools for the fanfares and things, and then when they
all of that interesting
small
stuff.
And then it's normal.
You with small and let it go.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I was just interested in this, all these deals you sign. I see you on Fidelity, all these billboards, all this.
Fidelity
I feel like you have 10 deals right now on the table.
Hey, Charlie. Amen. I receive it.
Okay.
More should come.
Okay, so right now, officially, how many
right now,
corporate gigs do you have? Officially 3.
But for the past 1 year, even outside the 3 main ones, the Samsung and the Fidelity and now KFC, we've had sub partnerships with Fun Ice, with Close Up, with Maggie, and a couple more are still coming. They are still in the negotiating process and
stuff. That's good. Did you dream of days like this when your music would take you into a realm where you are now signing big endorsement deals and bringing in some money to take care of the family?
Charlie, I prayed for this. That's what I can say. There was a time where I was too free. When I woke up in the morning, I had nothing to do. I'll wake up and then I'm like, why am I so free? I don't want this. I want to be busy, I want to wake up. I want today, KiDi, I'm supposed to be here. KiDi meeting, KiDi studio, KiDi video. I prayed for this, so
you wanted to be busy.
Yeah, I wanted to be doing actual work, not like when I wake up, Charlie. Nobody's looking for KiDi. So
Charlie, you're just home.
Yeah, right now it's everything I prayed for. I'm on the path, traveling a lot. I'm about to start traveling next week. And once I hit the road, so many countries to go to, so it's just the same work, spreading the wings, evangelizing, drawing souls to Ghana, all of that.
You're bringing more souls to Ghana. Clearly your music has done that for us, and that's one of the reasons I'm really appreciative of the work you have done in the last, let's say, 2 years, really intensively. What's your own assessment of KiDi's career in the last 24 months?
All the things happening in my life, my family, my team, we just, we can only make human plans and say, oh, in the space of this is what we want to achieve, blah, blah, blah. But the actual results we've been seeing has been mind-boggling. And Charlie, to see all of the success come, it's just, gingering us to do more motivation. Charlie, when I enter studio right now, my mind is different because I've seen what is possible. I've seen what can be achieved, so Charlie, I did go all in. I was going all in already, but now I'm entering.
But now you can
everything.
see,
you see where your hard work could take you. So it's within reach.
It's definitely within. Man, I am just so impressed. Your touch it has done in the world and on TikTok. And somebody's just telling me they're in China, they're in Lebanon, and people are doing touch it. Shut up and bend over.
Everywhere.
Where did that light come from?
Yeah, just the studio. Inspiration when it drops. You cannot gauge where it comes from. It just comes, So it's just one of them things. Studio vibing, and it was a controversial line at first when it came because had a lot of resistance. Like what is this? It's so disrespectful, But right now I realize that you people are bad parts.
That's true though. Like I mean,
people like it.
It was the worst thing in the world.
We come from a part of the world. We want a certain type of lifestyle. If you go against that, you're seen as a certain kind of person. But I realize that people like it. You just pretend like you don't like it, but
I mean, if you're in a bedroom and you say shut up and bend over, nobody complains.
Exactly.
Please shut up and bend over.
I know a lot of people that when I meet them, they tell me, Charlie, your song.
Good work. You are the 3 music artists of the year, and you are the VGMS artist of the year. You, in my estimation, is the #1 artist in Ghana right now. What kind of responsibility does that come with?
Now everybody's looking to you, and even before all of this, people are still looking up to you and seeing what you do, what KiDi's next move. But now after this, the scope is narrowed down to like, okay, now what next? What's KiDi coming to do? Artist of the year, okay. When they go somewhere and they say Ghana, when you go to Ghana, name like
who's
the top
Ghana's artist of the year? Yes.
Him. Oh, there's that guy KiDi. Oh, so what is he doing? So there's a lot of responsibility, but I'm ready for it. I'm charged up because the work don't stop. The new music that is coming out, as people have realized that people like the bad things. New music that is coming out, we are going down this.
Tell me about this music coming.
Oh no, I don't want to talk today.
So what is there an album coming?
It was still trying to see if
but there's definitely new music coming.
There's new music coming, a bunch of songs. I just want to give if my team is saying we should do single, but I want to give more to my team. So we'll see. That's like a span of like a few weeks or a month. We'll have new music.
We shall see what's going on over there. So be in a position of the #1 artist in the country today. Is that a position you're comfortable with?
I mean, who doesn't want to be #1 at something, at anything, Even when we're in school growing up, you always want to be #1. Academic, when the results come, you want to be the one that so this guy was first, Sports, everybody wants to be #1. It comes with great responsibility, but I'm definitely up for it, definitely ready for it.
And how many years have you been doing this now?
It's been 5 years. 6 years, 5, 6. In the middle of going to 6,
it's not been too long.
Yeah, relatively still new.
It's not been too long.
There's a long career ahead, So I keep telling you that sometimes even what is happening now that we feel like, hey, crazy. In a few years, all this probably
we'll just forget about it.
It's significant of the what the greatness, what is yet to come, So
when you sleep at night, what's the biggest dream you've ever had about yourself and your career?
It's just on stage.
Yeah.
Because performance honestly is one of my favorite parts of all of this. So I dream of being in front of thousands, And it's not one of those like in front of thousands and you're one of those artists that's filling up the numbers, passing through the stage, but it's my show.
It has to be yours.
Millions people streaming around the world, thousands watching, and not just like they're chanting my music, chanting the lyrics. It's a dream,
It's coming.
All over the world,
It's coming. Yeah. You were quoted as saying that there's a roadmap to making it and winning at Lynx Entertainment, and that just really piqued my interest. Is there such a regiment at Lynx? Because clearly, I mean, the work speaks for itself. Every Lynx artist over the last 10 to 15 years has made an impact. What's the regiment inside the camp of Lynx?
It's just a bunch of people who are perfectionists and prioritize excellence. Basically, you know, you cannot be in the presence of these people and be mediocre or like be sleeping or dozing. You know, like it's excellence. When we have meetings, when we're in the studio, anything we do, we're thinking of how to be the best at it. So that's what it is. So it transfers, that energy transfers to all the artists. You know, when you come, even if you come and you're not like that, eventually you get with the programs.
Clearly, the work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
The notion is that if an artist leaves the label, they don't do well.
Man will be God, you know. It's man that can say based on what they've seen. But we don't. And the thing is, we can also speak for those who have let and why that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But maybe what I can attribute that to is, like I said, the amount of hard work and excellence and expertise that is in a label. I think when a lot of people leave, you don't have the same group of people around you to make sure that things are right. So sometimes it could take a left turn. But I mean, if one day, God forbid, but if one day KiDi is no more with Lynx, there's a lot of things I've learned, you know, from being with people of high, you know, intelligence and expertise, that I'll make sure that those things are carried on, you know, because Lynx is, and I made, like, this morning I was reading like a thing on Twitter and they're saying anybody that comes close to the best label in Ghana is Lynx. They've done this for many years.
Absolutely.
They know
The work
what
is
they're
there.
doing. Like Richie, Albert, Angie, like the mind, it's deeply rooted, you know. So they're doing amazing for us, and we really appreciate them. We really, you know, big up, you know.
I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, for a long time would attribute this. People leaving the label to the fact that it's spiritual and that if you bounce you're not going to do well.
No,
but
it's like I said, it's one of those things.
It's one of
people talk, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's me personally. I don't know about them, but me personally, I keep saying that maybe it could be attributed to the level of, you know, hard work and team, you know,
Clearly.
work that goes on.
Clearly.
When you leave the team and you have an equally good team to carry on what Lynx has started, then maybe you could continue. But if you leave and you want to do it all by yourself,
it's not going to work that way.
Not that it's not going to work, but it will be difficult.
It will be quite
not
difficult.
everybody has the heart to carry on when it gets tough. You know?
That's interesting because you hear these things, you're like, it's just hard work. I mean,
because let nobody
people
lie
also
to you.
work hard and they achieve things.
Let nobody lie to you. It's the music industry is not an easy turf. Like it is not. You can see KiDi doing this on stage, jumping on stage, the music video, looking here, Charlie. It's not easy. If artists, see with artists to have a conversation, they tell you like, Charlie, the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy at all. So shout out to everybody out there who is like, you know, doing it and pushing hard, because it not be easy. We make it look easy, but it's not. You know.
Are you used to all of this now?
I am now. First, when I joined, I had so many. Hey, Charlie, how do I have to do interviews like in a week, like 15, 20 interviews? Like, hey, Charlie, what is this? You know, like wake up early for early morning interviews, studio hours and hours in the studio, and music video shoots. You see like only 3 minutes of it. We've probably been on set around the clock for like 14 to 15 to 16 hours, and it's just tough. And even talk about creativity, you know, a lot of things affect creativity. Sometimes, Charlie, you're not in your right mind. As human as you are, maybe certain things are not going well, but you have to create, you know, and all of these things, you have to departmentalize your mind and put the negative and open up for positive. It's just a lot. Our minds are always in overdrive, you know, opening tabs and overthinking and dealing with people, and it's just a lot.
That's the word of an artist. Not easy over there.
When I see people on social media always talking plain to me, they vex me because it's easy to talk. You know, when you are sitting from the back, it's easy to talk. It's like you go to the bank and then you are insulting the bank. You can, it's easy insult them because you are not doing the job, you know. They vex me. A lot of people are not even good at their day jobs, but they can come and sit on social media telling artists what to do in life. I mean, it's all love. We take some of the constructive criticisms.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff,
do.
But
you do. How's Richie as a record label boss, though?
Sometimes it's easy, very, very easy to forget that he's your boss because of how the relationship is. Sometimes he's joking with you, eating with you, you know. So it's sometimes and that tells you the kind of environment we have, you know, for the whole team and everybody. He's an amazing person, genius of our time, you know. And God give him long life, God give him prosperity to keep giving and giving to the world, you know.
You've already had a collab with Tiger.
Yep.
And you're global now, worldwide.
Small.
What's the next collab we should be
we
smelling?
expect big things. You know, right now doors are being opened. You know, and I'm saying that my next album, I'm not even I'm going to be treating everything coming like it is the one. that one that is going to do it, you know. So I'm putting my all into every song, even if it doesn't come with a collab and it's just me. There's blood, sweat, and tears in it, you know.
It's interesting. How much confidence have you gained since you began to be an artist, and how quickly did you grow, in your opinion? How quickly did you grow it with your craft and in the industry?
It's everybody's different in how long it takes them to acclimatize to, you know, all what's happening around. Me, it took me a while, you know, because you have to learn, you have to know the turf, know who, what to say, you know, all these things. But it comes with constantly doing. I remember this Salah Fest, I did a couple of performances. Kwame Eugene show, I was performing, and when I went on stage, the crowd was going mad. So when I got off stage, one artist, my brother, who's also coming up, he was just looking at me. I was like, bro, how do you do it? Like, bro, teach me. I want to be able to do this. I'm like, this one, there's no school for it. It just comes with constantly doing it, you know. If you come in and you are not doing it a lot, you won't be great at it. So it comes to do. I told him nobody really taught me how to perform. It comes with just you climb stage a couple of times and mess up, you know, not do things right. But as you keep doing it, you keep learning, and, you know, growing. So
was there a moment where you ever thought that you weren't gonna make it?
Maybe, I think a little. Right after MTN Hitmaker, I think, because, you know, I'd won then fresh, and everybody is expecting, oh, the winner is going to do something, you know, and there was like a whole year when I wasn't really, you know, because I was working then, I was doing my national service, so I was trying to juggle that and music, and it was looking very bleak and very, you know, it was all over the place. So that brief moment, I had like my doubts, but I thank God that I found, you know, myself, the help of my team as well, you know, kept me grounded, kept me pushing into.
You're doing corporate work?
Yeah.
Where?
Somewhere in the airport, the National Service Secretary. I used to wear tie and suit and things.
Is it? Did you think that you're going to be a corporate guy?
This is not for me. that is the 1 year. I was like, I mean, everybody's different. Some people, they love it, you know. Everybody has a job they love. I realized that wasn't what I loved during that 1 year, because, Charlie, I'll come to work late. I'll run away before time. Yeah, my boss are always having problems. This boy, you are stubborn. I'm like, oh, sorry, I live in Wager. Sorry. It was just not.
All the excuses.
Charlie, when I come to office, I was sleep, sir. Charlie, you know,
there's a school of thought that suggests that in the Lynx camp, there's a strategy to, this is KiDi's year, and the next would be Kwame's year. Is that it? No,
it doesn't work that way. Hey, who is going to relax for us to be somebody's year? Charlie, everybody wants to work hard and, you know, make their family and friends proud. Nobody's going to say, okay, this year I'm saying, no. It's just what happens. It's just how it happens. It's just a thing about life. You know, sometimes it could be your time, sometimes it could be somebody's. It's not like there's a decision like, okay,
a specific time, say you relax.
No, everybody is working and pushing hard and doing the best they can. It's just a thing about life. And it's not always that you'll be on top. You know?
I know you've already debunked a lot of, you know, the internal competition many years ago. But let me ask you this also. I mean, as young stars in a label, there must be some healthy internal competition happening.
I said this last year. Competition is very good. Healthy competition is very important. Even not just even internally, everywhere in the industry. Like if I pick up my phone and like I see, oh, everybody's like, yo, this guy's, if you are sleeping safe, you wake up.
Yeah.
Because, hey, Charlie, this guy has dropped new song. Hey, they go, hey, Charlie, me to make an enter studio. Like, yeah, you know, it's good. It's good to have people that keep you on your toes and not just relax and say, oh, Charlie, I'm tired, you know. It's really good. Even in school, Charlie, if you are the best. I remember I switched schools in JSS. I was St. Anthony. I switched schools. And then when I went to the other school, nobody was my size. Like, nobody. Like, exams come. If I'm number 1, number 2, the gap is like, you know.
Big.
And I was comfortable, so it was okay. And then something happened where I had to switch back to my old school. And because of that 2 years that I'd been away and been comfortable in another school, when I came back, I was no more the king. Like now I had to strive again to become a top of my class, you get me? So sometimes competition is really, really keep you on your toes, you know. Yeah, it's very important.
There are lots of things to deal with. I've seen some interviews where you spoke about certain incidents that you weren't happy about. What people
you were there. So
what people wouldn't know is I was the guy holding the camera
you were there, so
to take the shot when this lady just went behind to join the photo, and then just grabbed your private part just like that.
It was,
in the moment, everybody just froze because I didn't know what to say to you.
It was one of those things. Like
I just didn't know what to say. Like I was like,
I just walked
I'm
off.
here. How do I, say some words to my brother to keep him chill? Like everybody just froze, and then you took the decision to just walk out of the party, and that was the last moment I saw you at that very party. Well, how do you even keep your calm in a moment like that? Because everybody was just looking and seeing what's gonna happen.
I've always said that these things, when it happens, people, it's not just that one set. People always forget what caused you to react.
That's true.
It's always going to focus on the reaction more than what.
That's
so I
true.
knew that for the person I am, anything I do will be taken out of. So the best thing to do sometimes is silence, walk away. I'm trying to master the art of just letting things go and going to deal with it by myself, So.
And by the way, it's the lady who first asked for the photo. She asked me. She reached out and asked me to apologize to you on behalf.
She's not done anything wrong.
No, just because it was her friend.
Yeah, I understand she feel embarrassed. Like, I took you to go and say hello. You've gone to embarrass me.
She was really, really embarrassed that I was just.
I can imagine.
It just took the taste.
It's just
out.
unacceptable.
It was.
The fact that I was doing sugar that doesn't give you the iPhone tree to manhandle me.
And so when you walked away, I questioned her and I'm like, oh, that wasn't cool.
What did she say?
She said she heard that it's sweet.
That's what she kept saying when she was doing it. Like, she wasn't remorseful. She wasn't like, oh my God, sorry. When she did it, she was like, I've heard. I
heard it's sweet. I was very.
God have mercy on us. Thank God I have home training, because it was unacceptable.
Thank God KiDi has home training. But you did your thing. You walked away, and everything is peaceful
it's
today.
Gone, because if I did anything, the situation would have.
Would have
we're in the presence of important people as well. So I was like, let me just keep my cool.
A lot of people commend you for being a well-spoken gentleman. You and I have an inside joke at the Three Music Awards where when you step on the stage, it says it's imperative. And even tonight in this interview, you really drop a lot of terminology.
I used to love reading.
Okay.
I love reading, and you can tell a lot of people that speak well because of reading wide and stuff. So now I don't have the time to read anymore, but I used to be an avid reader.
Does this help with your writing of music?
It does. It's although I don't write intellectual music, but like when I'm having conversations with MDs and CEOs, they're always pleasantly surprised, like. Because as artists we have like some boys who are just jumping on stage. So whenever I have conversations with big people, they are always like, oh wow, you speak really well.
You do.
Sometimes at first I used to be offended by that comment because why are you judging me by But now I realize that it's how people will see you. You prove yourself.
That's true. I've been in the presence of maybe like a global CEO and a Ghanaian artist, and in that moment the Ghanaian artist is really confused about what to say, how to carry the conversation. And so you do a good job at that.
I try to,
You do a decent job.
My mom is always proud about that, whenever she watches my interviews and even her friends. Moms, it's all about what their friends say about their kids. So,
absolutely.
When like her friends send her videos of, hey, Charlie, your son.
Your child is smart.
Then she's happy. Love it.
Interested. How is...
And I also went to a good school. I crack Bulari,
Bulari is in my phone deep right now. He's excited about that.
He knows.
Academician on the radio right now. How is KiDi as a father?
Charlie, it's a daily learning process. It's a new experience, and I'm enjoying every little bit of it. Every time you see him and happiness, you're happy, and the kind of man he's growing into. He's such a character as well.
Yeah, so we see him on the internet. Wow, a couple of weeks ago, I saw something on the tabloids that insinuated that the the country has finally seen who your child's mother is.
Yeah, I
it
saw
was
that
that.
as well.
I'm like, oh, this is big news. Yes, everybody's on the blog
Like,
checking this out.
This is not even
Were
something I want
you-
to address. You know?
Were you like intentionally not wanting anybody to know who
It
you're?
wasn't. It's not intense. I feel like it's nobody's business. You know.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, there's a mother, but it's not. It's not a thing. It's not.
Okay.
It's just one of those things.
So
that
you
I
just
let
you,
it
you
slide,
just
yeah.
you just brushed it off.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Of
not. I
course.
don't even want to address it. You know.
A lot of stories will come with that too. you know.
It's come to the territory, you know. So everything that happens, people want to amplify it. Sometimes it's really nothing, you know. Yeah.
But what's your love life looking like right now?
Oh, right now they're single and chilling, you know.
Single and chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
married to the game, you know. That's what it is.
married to the game. Someone just sent me a message to say him and Sina are a fluke or they're real. I think you've addressed it a lot of
so
times.
many times.
So like nothing, never.
Oh no, not at all.
But it's you know it's
the only thing we've ever shared is a kiss on screen, which was we're acting.
the kiss was on screen. It never went into the back.
No.
Nothing. But you do understand why a lot of it's unbelievable to a lot of people. you understand that?
It's crazy because you know people legit, even some of my family legit believe that she's my girlfriend. Like I'm like, oh, you people too, don't do that. Come on.
But
We're
you
good
know,
friends,
it's because Sida is a hardie. You know,
she's a 10. You know, I see my industry colleagues lasting after her.
I see that
I
too.
see them. I see Kamido, I see Mr. Drew, I see them.
I see. How do you feel about those?
Oh, I mean, like I said, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody feel free. And crash.
But you knowing who she is, I mean, who is capable of what kind of guy is capable of getting Sina?
If I say, then I'm giving them. no. If you want, come.
Helping your industry brothers.
Consultants come for a little fee.
Would you charge for this consultancy?
Oh yeah, hey, come on! I'm charging for. I'll give you top tips on how to, get her to, go out with you. And if that one day, if she likes, it's up to her. But to get her to,
But do you know for sure if Sina is single? Because I saw an article last week. Mr. Drew is like, I want somebody else's desire. I want.
Oh, that one day, Sina, come here. Just come and answer.
Hey, Sina, get ready to come to the show in 2 weeks. Let's talk about this, because I'm like personally,
she has to come and answer for herself.
Just Sina as a 10, you say. I personally also think Sina is hot.
Yeah, she's
So-
a pretty
so it's like-
intelligent, talented young woman doing her thing. Yeah.
But on that note, then let me officially say congratulations to you then,
Thank
because
you.
if you're able to, I mean, if you hung around Sina for many years
Yeah, lots, yeah.
and nothing tempted you,
No.
you're a really good guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm a child of God. I don't do these things.
Oh,
The sugar daddy, if you are loose, I'm a very good boy.
Wow. So you're single and married to the game.
Married to the game. Yeah.
No flings, no nothing.
Nothing.
So how do you de-stress?
Oh, I don't distress.
How do you connect
the
emotionally?
game is my distress.
So there's nothing to touch and feel on. Nothing.
If I want to touch my songs, touch it. I'll listen.
Your song is touching.
Touch it, Sal.
What were you touching when you
Just
play
touch
that?
the mic and record. That's it.
Man, that's
It's a dangerous world.
That's hard to believe,
It's a cold word as well, so you have to be careful. A lot of people.
Are you more careful right now than you were?
I've always been careful.
3 years ago.
I've always been careful, but obviously now it's I have
Are you aware that many women are willing to trap you, have your baby, all of that?
They're upfront about it. My messages they tell me all the time, like I want to have your baby. Some of them are jokes, obviously, but some of them also they mean business.
My guy, none of them are jokes.
Some of them mean business, but like I said, I have to be very careful. Like right now, even if somebody says, "Oh hi," and I say hi, the screenshots, and then KiDi is chatting with the guy. Is the KiDi running me? Meanwhile, I just said hi.
You only said hi.
He hard, rough.
But what's your type though? What's your type?
No, I don't really. First I used to have all of these ideals, right?
Okay, let me ask.
Pretty face
What's your
is a
type
must.
physically? Yeah,
Yes, okay.
physically, yeah.
Pretty face, Hey,
Are you an ass man or a boobs man?
It depends on my mood. Some moods call for front.
I mean,
sometimes both, but
superstar life, What's your biggest regret?
Biggest regrets. I don't think I have any regrets. you know, I think everything that has ever happened, whether good, bad, what have always, they're meant to happen exactly the way they happen. Because I've watched a lot of time travel movies where people always want to go back and change something, and then once you go back and change that one thing, it alters so many, you know, like the multiverse thing just changed everything, you know. So I feel like everything now, in retrospect, looking back, everything has happened exactly how it's supposed to happen for all this to be happening the way it's happening. Yeah, so
No regret. What's your number one fear?
not living the life that I actually want to live together. Like I envision a life where myself, my family were living an opulent life, you know.
Listen to the words, kids. Opulent life.
We are not just comfortable.
For the sake of the people who don't understand opulent, what does that actually
We're
mean?
wealthy. Like
You're living
we live with grace.
You're living
and
soft.
wealth. Exactly. Not just soft too. Squishy. You know. We're living a squishy life. Like when I step on the ground, it's just, you know, I envision that for myself, my family, my friends, and everybody around me. And I know that to get there, I have to work really hard, you know. So it will be such a big regret for me. Like if I fear that one day I won't live up to that, you know, because a lot of people are looking up to me, you know. So I want to give like my son, the best life, you know, he can ever imagine, you know. So yeah.
You've done a lot of collaborations over the years. Do you have a favorite?
Nah. Right now, obviously, Tiger. Sorry to everybody I've collaborated with. Yeah, you know. You know, it's Tiger. You know, it's Tiger. You know, it's Tiger.
Tell me about that. You know, I mean, it really looked. You guys, first of all, you know, looked like good parts of that same video. Looks like your looks complemented really well.
And it's crazy because we're wearing the same place. You know, right now technology is making life.
Are you guys wearing in the same place?
No, he shot his in New.
Tell me how you felt when you heard his bars for the first time,
bro. Me, when I saw, I didn't even have to hear it. When I saw the mail, Tiger, Bliss, I was like, hey,
Tiger,
levels don't change. I didn't know what I was going to hear, but it was enough.
Like, Tiger's
even if he just coughed, it was enough, you know. You know,
wow.
And I played it, and then I was like, oh, he killed it as well. Like, it makes the whole thing beautiful. And
were you the first person to hear it?
No, Richie heard it. Richie, he was laughing already before he came to play for him because like, you don't know what's coming. Check your mails. I checked it, and shout out to everybody who was involved in making this, you know, happen. It was really good. Yeah.
Of course, Tiger is out of the way now. Yeah. Who is the next big collab from America?
Charlie, never know. Charlie, maybe Drake will hit up my line like, yo, KiDi.
That would be nice, you know.
Yo, Chris Brown. Yo, me and Chris Brown, Lil Wayne are here. Do you want to come? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. I'm catching a flight.
That would be nice, you know.
I really.
You and Chris Brown, that would be something.
That collab there it has to happen.
That would be something.
We just play football together or what we have to happen.
That would be something else.
He's one of the people I've looked up to, you know,
yeah,
growing up. One of the R&B heads, himself, Usher, you know, Bruno Mars. All these people are people like, I've really idolized and learned a lot.
You and Bruno, that would be something else.
That would be smooth.
Really smooth. Silk Sonic. That would be special.
It would be really special.
You've already shown glimpses of that kind of music. Next time I see you and all of those.
Really people say, hey, that song, like you feature Bruno Mars, like, it would be nice.
Yeah. I think that song, the remix can come on.
You never know, but you see, life goes, we'll make new music, better music.
The last 5 years have been very eventful for you.
It's been a lot of
in your career. It's crazy to even learn that you've been doing this for 5 to 6 years maybe. We can only imagine what's going to happen in the next 5. What do you think is going to happen in the next 5?
Like I said, everything happening now, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm grateful for it. I'm humbled by it. But I feel like the next 5 years probably will make everything happening now very insignificant or child's play.
It's gonna be
when we are saying the KiDi story, maybe we'll throw in some of the things that happen here, but everything, like the greatness that is yet to come in the next 5 years, is going to blow everybody's mind.
I definitely believe it.
I'm saying this, putting this into the world, you know, positive declaration into the world, and
judging from the last 5 years.
Yeah. I'm ready for it. I'm fired up, you know.
It's really, really, really interesting. Kiddo, I mean, always good talking to you, man.
Thank you for having me.
My brother. I mean, thanks for being such a. I mean, just seeing you. I've met you we've met on the road a couple of times,
yeah,
and it's just wow when you jump on the stage, it's just
mash.
it's just really really crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you have KFC now, but if you have to keep that body together, what do you do to keep it together though?
See, this is one I think people don't believe me, but I don't do anything.
You don't go to the gym, nothing.
I'm not a gym person. I say,
you're kidding, right? How did this happen?
I've been to the
this
gym.
Sugar daddy body and the tattoo.
I've been to the gym a few times.
Yeah.
Like I try. Sometimes I try. I actually want to be a gym, but I try and go and pay for subscriptions and stuff. But 1, 2 days, 3 days, then my muscles are feeling sore, and I'm like, this is not. I want soft slide. What is this? And I'll stop. And maybe a year later, I'll try again. It's like, no, it's not. It's not it. So whenever I go to the gym, like the gym training, tell me, Charlie, you have the kind of body you have. If you train, you will become like. I'm like, I know, but it's all the fufu. I've partnered fufus. It was giving me cut.
Anyways, what's the message to the fans? I know you love them, and they're the reason you do this every time. But what's the message?
I just want to say thank you, man. That's all. Thank you. You guys, you don't owe me anything. Like you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to support me, but you do it. You know, and I just want to say thank you. You guys, the support has been amazing throughout my journey, and I just want you guys to, keep supporting, keep doing what you're doing, because like I said, bigger things are going, and I'll need the love even more than before, So thank you guys so much, and keep support.
Absolutely. A few takeaways tonight. KiDi is single, and his it depends on his mood. It could be an ass man, it could be a boost man.
You have to find me on the moods,
That's interesting to me. So like, if you catch him in the right mood, maybe. God bless you. Thanks for coming out tonight, bro.
So much,
really, always appreciate it.